Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate how to add in the cavity insert and the core insert into the mold base. So the layout we need to bring in with two cavity. Okay, let's do that. So before we start, we need to build a WCS first, the coordinate system reference, so that we can refer to it. So let's get started by Control L, layer, change layer to 61, work layer 61 where all the data is supposed to be. Close, so work layer 61, go to datum plane and axis, do a datum coordinate system, create a dynamic one, reference WCS, work coordinate system, okay. So we take all the default, just click OK. So it will appear on the screen, the permanent WCS. So we just created a datum coordinate system here. All right, under the part navigator, we create a datum coordinate system under the mold assembly. All right, the main assembly. Okay, so that's what we just did. So next now we are going to add component, the layout. All right. So the layout, when we first bring in, we will have to see which direction we should go. So for now, I will just bring in first and say OK. So bring in. So layout consists of 3 items. All right. So we bring it in first. Then after that, we will move it. Move the component. All right. Select component. This one. Okay. So from the screen, you pick. Move component, right? From the screen, you click the layout that we are supposed to move, right? Then motion, we stick to dynamic. So then we can specify the orientation. Click here, specify orientation. We click, this will appear, and you just drag it backward. All right. So we need some distance for us to do measurement. Say OK first. So that's done for the first positioning. We just somehow put down first. So now we are going to do the real constraint of the dimension. All right. So we want from the center axis, all right, to the side of the face to be 25 mm. So let's do that. Assembly constraint. So this is the real distance control. Distance between. So always the first object is from, right? From this face. From yeah, the insert face, all right? From the insert face to the coordinate system, this one, all right? So from here to this exact plane, YZ plane, I mean, this distance is 25. So we key in 25. So we control it accurately. So that's one set. If we on the constraint, you can see, right, the distance 25. Okay. So from the center coordinate system, all right, to the face is 25 mm. That's first set. So second set, we will just continue with the alignment. So the coordinate system from this base, okay, to this base, all right, as XY plane. So yeah, alignment seems okay. So if this thing is conflicting, we will see also. So next, we will just take alignment. We will try to have, so this face and this face is done. The distance is done. So next is in the y direction. So y direction, we need to pick up this datum plane. Rotate until we can see the exact plane and this exact plane. They are supposed to be aligned together. So now I have 3 constraints done nicely. Then we are good to go. Okay. So yeah, my layout is done. Okay, as such. Okay. So how we define the layout is from the center over here 25. From more center over to the side 25. All right, then the center and the center align, the base and the base align. Okay, so these are the 3 constraints. We fully constrain the cavity the layout now. So next we will do the bringing in the next layout because it's 2 cavity. So bring in the next layout. Just somehow put it first, then we will worry about the alignment later. So now we have got the second copy coming in. All right. So over here, the layout time 2, right? The one, we will have to unpack it. Right click, unpack. Then that is the next set that we are going to work with. All right. So move the component of this. So first thing first, we have to move it away so that it won't like clashing. We can't see. So next, we have to rotate this 90 degree or 180 degree, because in the actual mold we have to rotate it so that the gating will be from the same direction. So we have to do this 180 degree rotation. So practically we are rotating the component now. They're actually identical. All right, so I've got that. So now the distance haven't control. I haven't control 50, so I'm going to control the direction uh, or control the distance now. Okay, so same like just now. Let me just orientate so that I can see my datum plane and the face. So I need to see my this datum plane and this face here. All right, so now I'm good. I do an assembly constraint. So distance from is from the one we want, the newly brought in. Any face, this face fine. From the insert face to the second object is to the datum plane, exact plane. This distance is 25. Okay, so yeah, that was fully controlled in terms of x direction, the movement. So now I'm going to do alignment on the exact plane of the product or the insert to the exact plane of the mold base. All right, so I do alignment, this thing flip upward. So now the orientation is wrong, so we can just reverse it. So yeah, it will be correct again. So make sure that it's correct orientation. Sometimes if it's already correct in terms of align, then we don't have to do correction. If not, then we make sure that it's correct by flipping the direction. So in between touch and align, we just reverse it. So that is second set. So x direction defined, y direction defined. So we will now go and define the z direction. So z, let's put the alignment first between this datum plane and this datum plane. From the small datum plane to the insert or to the mold base datum plane, xy plane. Okay, so now they are all green, so we are good in terms of alignment. Okay, so make sure these are all green, they can't be red. Home key. So now we have just defined the distance of this insert, right, to be 25 mm away from the uh, center of the mold. Okay, control F to fit, control F to fit the screen. So this side here we do a F8 to lock. All right, so it will be all in place now. All right, check, make sure it's correct. So yeah, the opening is this side and this side.